Absolutely beautiful Aries friends, and welcome to your horoscope for May of 2022, where this month is a nicely busy month. We've got Mercury stepping into its retrograde, which means we're beginning to pick up speed in some of our retrograde energies. So March and April was really the time to launch some things out there, and now we're going to begin to move at a little bit more of a steady speed and pace, while also having the opportunity to review. Now we are also going to see Jupiter moving into your sign. This is really exciting. This is an opportunity for you to experience your expansion. And this is not just in your career. This is not just in your relationship life. This is in the philosophies, actions, ideas, beliefs, and practices that have grounded you, driven you, you have moved with for years. And now there is a return back to Aries where you get to have this lovely expansion. So let's get in here and talk about all this goodness that is going on. If you have not checked out what's going on in the YouTube Academy, make sure you click that free playlist that is right here on the home page of my channel and start to check out your classes. They're all in chronological order, and we will be posting in the community tab of this channel the next class we're doing our live Q&As with the teacher that taught that particular class. So if you're looking to learn some astrology or want to deepen, make sure that you join us, okay? All right. As we're coming into the month, Aries, first and foremost on the 2nd, we see Venus moving into the energy of Aries. Now, when Venus comes to the first house, comes to the home sign, we get magnetic. There's a beauty, there's a magnetizing things to you kind of energy that comes. It also brings an element of wanting to beautify or balance or a more diplomatic energy to your physical presence. As this works through the first house, this is a phenomenal time for you, Aries, to do that beautifying of the body. Is it time for the haircut? You know, do you have to pluck and pull some things? And you might be in that place in your life, and it can be time for that. It's also a great time too, though, to move in ways, Aries, that express that you understand the value and how you value your body. For some Aries this month, it will look like you're doing the Tough Mudder challenge. For some of you, it may look like you're doing yoga or you're changing the way that you dress. Remember, Venus in the first house also gives beautiful energy to adjust external circumstances. Do that gardening. You're a sacred gardener. You know, do that landscaping. Adjust your product labels. Whatever needs to happen, this is a beautiful energy that you will be working with all the way until we get to the 28th of May. So enjoy this energy, all right? Now, just a day later, we're going to see on the 3rd, Jupiter come into a sextile with Pluto. We've got Jupiter over in the energy of Pisces, still not moved into your sign just yet. And we've got Pluto at these last degrees and in retrograde in the energy of Capricorn. So we've got a 12th house, 10th house sextile. Now, in a sextile, we are offered an opportunity to advance forward in some way, but we are also intelligently taking action. The opportunity is not just presented, but we're also taking action on that. So make sure you locate these energies on your chart. This sextile is going to be happening at 28 degrees, okay, respectively of Pisces and Capricorn. Now, in this Jupiter-Pluto sextile, you're like, I didn't know I had these talents. I didn't know I had these ambitions. I didn't know I had this drive. I didn't know I had this deeper inner resource that aligns with a new current ideal that I would like to live and to bring into the world. A belief, a desire to be the next level thing that you can be, that has long-standing impact into your own life, becomes available under this particular sextile. So what are you stepping into? What is the fear? I thought I could never be a good father. I thought I could never own a business. I thought I could never get sober. And it's stepping into an opportunity to do that. Dig into the empowerment that wells up from the base of that root chakra within you, and you're able to use this as a launching pad to achieve. So let me know in the comment section down below, what is welling up for you that is changing the course and direction and the structure of your life? Now on the 4th and the 5th, we're going to see Uranus traveling with the sun, or the sun traveling with Uranus. And I just point these out for you because this is a expect something unexpected kind of energy. And I just want you to be mindful that those couple days, truly something out of the blue could be walking in. Now for you, these energies are traveling in the energy of your second house, so financial things, and this can be, it's a 50-50 split depending on the direction that things are going. It can be that something you value becomes very expensive, right? You need to pay more money to get it, or you have to put out more money for something that presents itself. Just as easily though, it could be an opportunity to have income or something of great value come to your table, okay? Now when we get to the 10th, Mercury is going to take its retrograde in the energy of Gemini. Now it's going to start at 4 degrees of Gemini, okay? So as Mercury enters this retrograde in its home territory, it's a relatively comfortable retrograde, but where your Gemini placements are in your chart, you're going to feel the impact of needing to review, re-edit, reconnect, revise, reunion, reestablish a conversation, a contract, a lease. Theirs could also be, because it lights up the 3rd house area for you, Aries, you could be going back, having a conversation or an interaction. I almost want to say that I feel like there's an energy of repair coming around your siblings or your education, maybe something that you've communicated. And also we've got Jupiter doing all of this transformation, you know, Jupiter being of the higher mind, that it could be reforming. You're learning something, relearning what it takes to fit the role that you're in now in your smaller mind, right? This is the details and the steps that get you there. Now Mercury is going to retrograde all the way from the 10th, May 10th, all the way until June 3rd. And we'll actually see Mercury stepping that retrograde back into these last degrees of Taurus as well. But starting out today, as of the 10th, we're going to see it pointing its direction over here at 4 degrees of Gemini, okay? Now, also on the 10th, we're going to see Jupiter step into the energy of Aries, step into your sign. Welcome this in. Now, Jupiter is a benefic planet. It's our biggest benefic planet. But the benefits that Jupiter has to offer don't always come by just dropping you into the lotto, okay? Giving you the best body ever. It doesn't always work like that. Jupiter works by bringing the benefit of experience so that you have the wisdom, because wisdom through experience cannot be replaced, and that is your greatest benefit that you carry with you. But Jupiter also likes to spread those fingers and travel. So this is a wonderful time for you, as Jupiter is here, to travel, to expand your education, go travel, get out of your normal areas to the best of your ability and go see what else is available to you, but also to expand into these higher ideals that you were really working on establishing while Jupiter was in Pisces. Now you're getting a sneak peek of this energy, and you get a good sneak peek, okay? You're going to experience Jupiter in the energy of Aries all the way until we get to October, okay? So you're getting a sneak peek of what you will really work on as we travel through 2023. So where are you getting the influences and the previews of where you are going next? And trust me, it is laced in a higher philosophy, higher ideals, higher horizons than you ever thought you could get to. So prepare to have your mind blown at who you're available to become should you participate in manifesting a different reality for yourself. Now, as we get to the 16th, we have got this moon in Scorpio. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lunar eclipse. It's a full moon lunar eclipse happening in the energy of Scorpio. Now, back in April, at the end of April, we closed out with a solar eclipse in the energy of Taurus. We've also got the nodes traveling in Taurus and Scorpio this year. So I want you to think back to 2014. What did you start in Taurus season, right? What was happening? What were you beginning in the Taurus areas of your life? Because now these eclipses are sharpening and rubbing areas off and helping you to adjust all year long these areas of your life. This has a lot to do with your resources, Aries. This has a lot to do with your joint resources, things that you have deeply been afraid of. At 25 degrees of Scorpio, this eclipse is asking you to end something, acknowledge something, or adjust something. If there needs to be a divorce divorce or a dissolving of a relationship that has been codependent in order to transform it into something that can be interdependent. If that even looks like you're transforming these loans or these debts that you've had into being debt free, or you're starting to take steps that way. I also think that because this is Scorpio and it is lighting up in the general, your 8th house, this has to do a little bit with death. And it's not necessarily that someone has to die. I am not in control of the universe. Some people will die for sure. But this is also a psychological death that becomes available, where you are aware that in your relationships, in yourself, in your interdependence, in your fears, something has to die in order for faith to prevail and you to move forward. These are the ways that we as humans die alive, right? And we die ourselves well. So this is very much an influence that I look forward to hearing. What is changing and transforming for you so that you get to act as an active phoenix in your own life, in your own relationships, in your own recovery, in your own learnings? Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember that this eclipse is going to have an impact for about 6 months, depending on where the influences of this are in your particular chart. Now, when we get to the 20th, we see the sun entering into the energy of Gemini, now lighting up that 3rd house space where we've got Mercury retrograde as well. But the sun in Gemini brings light, heat, life, and motivation to work on this 3rd house, to learn, to talk, to network, to do things with your siblings. Maybe the sun is moving you towards something with your siblings and the Mercury retrograde's bringing the conversation back to the table. You know, maybe there was a negotiation and now that it's back. You know, there's a lot that's available when the sun is moving through Gemini, but it also quickens the space of things. You are a fire sign. Gemini is an air sign. Air and fire work well together. You are of compatible conversation. So look for your expansion of your 3rd house zone. Short trips may also really be on your agenda as well. When we get to the 22nd, now that Mercury that's been retrograde in the energy of Gemini is going to slide to the left. I'm just kidding. It's going to slide back though into the energy of Taurus. So now we're going to see that this retrograde in full moves between 4 degrees of Gemini and 26 degrees of Taurus. Okay, so we're going to watch that path begin to work. So what are you re-looking at, Aries, in terms of your finances, your values, your creative talents and skills, and how you use them to go out and make money? These could be conversations that are absolutely returning. And I do think for some of you, Taurus energy is kind of slow. So maybe there was even a missed opportunity around finances that is being brought back to your table. And now with different ideals, different alignment, different magnetism to you, you're able to step into these opportunities in a way that is quite beneficial. On the 24th, we see Mars coming home into the energy of Aries. Woo, feel that. Feel that power is boosted. We are ready to roll. There is power in domicile. Mars is ready to do things. You are in alignment with your ruling energy. You are ready to take on the world, right? Action, energy, courage, sexual drive, all of these energies, desire, become available for you to move forward and take action. And the real action here is for you to hone and own responsibility, Aries, for taking yourself to do what needs to be done, for being honest about the desires that you have and how you're going to achieve them, for taking absolute responsibility for your actions and reactions in situations in your life. Mars at home is phenomenal, but it also requires a hell of a lot of ownership, okay? On the 28th, we see Venus now leaving the Aries energy, moving on into the energy of Taurus. But Venus coming home into Taurus is a phenomenal omen to your financial situation and to your value situation. It's also tremendously good for bringing light and diplomacy and love and romance and pleasure to your relationships. So in these ways, use this Venus season moving all the way to June 22nd. Venus has done her retrograde this year, so already had time to review. So Venus is now moving forward in the zodiac empowered and informed. And you can use this emphasis in this area of your chart in that way as well. Now, as we are going to close out May on the 30th, we've got a new moon in the energy of Gemini. So you see the Gemini areas, the third house, has been very stimulated for you this month. And now this new moon is an opportunity to plant your seeds of intention to begin something new here at 9 degrees of Gemini. What do you want to begin? What do you want to learn? How do you want to speak? What kind of conversation do you want in your relationships? You know, have you been moving around in your relationships, Aries, and there's been superficial conversation and you're ready to talk about different things. You're ready to go to a different place. Are you ready for a new network of people in your life that will scare the crap out of you because they will teach you how to grow up or grow to the next level? What do you want to begin? What is your thinking? What is the news? What are you curious about that you can plant your seeds of intention to allow this energy to bring that into your life? Now, May has the opportunity to be another in a handful of beautifully useful months, depending on how you align with your lessons and your own personal growth. Remember, there are aspects happening in the sky that we did not cover this month because this would be a 6-hour video, but we will cover them absolutely every week. And I look forward to joining you for the live breakdowns that we do every week, getting more into the themes of the week, the other aspects that are happening, and how the whole thing ties together so that we can go out and use that the best that we can. All right, my beautiful Aries friends, have a gorgeous month. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye, friends.